So, um, I'm writing a book, and I think that I want to make this video to kind of talk about the book, what it's going to be about, and why you should actually consider writing one, because you've probably got doubts on if you should do something similar, or you've probably wanted to do something similar. And I want to kind of explain all the feelings I've had, all the reasons why I want to do this, and then the challenge I've set myself. So the first thing that I want to kind of put out there is, like, I don't have any history with creative writing, anything like that. I always knew that I wanted to write a book at some point in my life, but I was always of the belief that I need to have lived an extraordinary life to write a book. I didn't understand, like, if you've done nothing, I'm not saying I've done nothing in my life, but if you haven't done anything like really, really extraordinary, how can you write a book? What would you write about? Like, okay, you can't do an autobiography because no one wants to know about your life, because I'm not famous and I haven't done anything crazy. So I couldn't do that. I'm not very creative, so I'm not trying to write a creative novel or anything like that where I tell stories. So, like, what can I write about? And I just thought, you know what? The same concepts that I use to make YouTube videos, I could also use to kind of inspire me to write a book, because ultimately there are things that I'm interested in and things that I love and things that I want to do. So I can make a book about my deepest interest and, see where it takes me. One of the things that I regret, or not that I regret, but one thing I didn't embrace growing up is, like, my creative side. I literally kind of ditched it. I used to do a lot of music when I was younger, ditched that for football. And because I was so tunnel visioned, I really didn't do a lot of creative stuff in my life. So yesterday morning, or 2 days ago, I just woke up and I was like, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I know people that have written books, and I know that I'm quite good at expressing myself. I'm quite good at articulating myself. That doesn't make me a good writer, but I know that I have the capabilities of expressing my viewpoints in a way that is coherent. And I think that that's what helps me to make these videos, but also that's what's going to allow me to make a good book. And all of the fears, or not fears, but all of the beliefs I held about why I couldn't make a book is probably why some of you who, you've got great ideas, you've probably never written a book. And I just said to myself, look, there's millions of people that self-publish books every single month. So I'm going to join those millions of people, and I'm going to do it myself. I don't need to be a professional writer or an author or have history in writing. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to have a whole promotional campaign. I'm going to put it together and I'm going to write it. So I've decided that rather than me trying to sit there and write every day for like long blocks of time, I'm going to slowly build it up. I've already done my outline for what the book is going to be about. It's going to be about some of the topics I talk about on this channel. It's going to be about, like, being a man, the struggles of, like, a man in a modern age versus what maybe our grandfathers or our fathers faced, the complexities of being a black man, obviously socially, family, romantic life, society. It's the title of the book I won't reveal just yet, but it's going to cover quite a lot of topics, and it's going to be intertwined with personal stories and also some sort of self-help, self-development, more like instructional stuff to it as well. But it's not going to be like a guide. It's not going to be like, oh, do this and this and this. It's going to be like, this is what society tells us. This is where we are. This is what you can do to kind of use that to help improve your situation, right? And specifically, it's going to be targeted towards young men because I'm a young man. And really, I thought about, I use my same principles that I use for my business, which is like having a target market, having a demographic. That's who I'm going to be writing for, because I am my demographic, and I'm going to write to my demographic, which is young black men, or young men. It's not just going to be targeted towards black men, but there will be elements in there where we isolate scenarios that black men will probably face more likely than our white counterparts or our Asian counterparts. But it will still apply to all those people. So this video basically is just to say, if you are thinking about doing something creative, do it. I think that it's going to expand me beyond my beliefs and beyond my capabilities. And I'm excited. This morning, I wrote my introduction, and I'm going to basically commit. There's a guy named Craig Ballantyne, and he basically just says, do 15 minutes every day. Even if you don't say everything you want to say, 15 minutes a day, you'll be surprised how much you get done in a month. So I think I can finish the book by January, have it sent over to an editor, and then get it ready for publishing. That's my goal. That's my target. I'm excited to share this with you. I will be promoting it on this channel in 6 months. Peace.